tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronized, slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Talking gold and silver and crypto too. With Joe and the gang, it's what we do.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. We're stacking sats, we're stacking gold. In the world of finance, real gold. Every sip, every chart, we're on our way to financial freedom, come what may.
So grab that tasty beverage, let's get in the groove. Synchronized, slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Good morning, stackers. It is the first day of the week, Monday, the 10th of February, 2025. My name is Joe May, and you are watching Good Morning Stackers, the weekdaily live show where we do gold, silver, precious metals related stuff, live price analysis, all that, and Bitcoin and crypto related stuff too, bringing those two worlds together. You are watching live on X and on YouTube right now. Is a Bitcoin strategic reserve actually a bad move for the Bitcoin price? Also have some very nice little shiny silver show off. Something I don't think I've shown you before as part of my collection, plus all the usual fun stuff that we do here. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But look, if you're watching live, it's really the best way to do it, I think, because you get to enjoy every single thing we do here, including the synchronized slurp within the first 1 or 2 minutes of the show. It's where you grab a tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage, we grab them together and we slurp them synchronously. It is the honest system. You must do it audibly wherever you are in the world, wherever you're watching. I don't care of the time difference. Ready? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Slurp your beverage. Great to see you, people. What an interesting... It's a Super Bowl Sunday in States. I think it's the Chiefs versus the someone else's. I don't know. You tell me. If you are somewhere in the States and you're interested, I actually probably will see if I can watch it, halftime show, all that kind of stuff. I like to do that. But tell me, do you have an idea? Who do you think is going to win? Let me know in the comments. And we'll start off with some shout outs. And of course, I'm Joe Main. I've been a precious metals investor since 2010, gold and silver, mainly silver, crypto investor since 2013. Not a gajillionaire, because everyone makes their mistakes, don't they? Oh yeah, and boy have I, and have you. But I worked in the precious metals industry over 3 major gold bullion dealers here in Australia. Goldstackers, Bullion Now, Ainslie Bullion, you know me, you love me. I've served thousands of customers in my time, but would have to be now. Plus I launched and grew multiple businesses in the bullion business and other businesses too. I've launched and grown their YouTube channels and other social media to form big, starting off little communities and then formed into big communities. It's what I'm very good at. I'm very good at building communities, okay? And I'm doing it with the GMS show right here. We've started the show in June, and now we've got 1,286 subscribers on YouTube. I have 3,400 followers on X, and we're doing really well. So if I can help your business do the same thing, or your personal brand as well, hit me up with the email, gmstackers@gmail.com, gmstackers@gmail.com. Let's do some shout outs, shall we? And we'll get to the day's stuff. Yeah, I'm wearing a hat today. No time. I was, out of interest, I was in Bairnsdale. This is in Victoria. Bairnsdale on the weekend. I've been an entertainer for 25 years as a lead singer. And I'm in a U2 tribute band as a Bono. Isn't it so random, the stuff that people do? I'm a Bono in a tribute band for U2. Anyway, we had a show. And I got home late yesterday and I'm knackered. So no time to do the hair or anything like that. You get the hat today. That was me. That was my comment. GMS. Hi, gents, says Pete Repeat. Pete, any news from Tony yet? Any word whatsoever? Tony Pearson. GMS and Lance. Great to see that you're awake and functioning, Lance. Lance is here. Whoa, still another springity step. Good to see you. GMS, Neckers O'Reilly. GMS, which means, for the uninitiated, it means good morning, stackers. It's the calling card that everyone uses at the start of the show. If you're watching this on X right now and you would love to join in the chat, because I'll give you a shout out. Well, you can do chart requests and whatever. Go to my X account, click on the YouTube channel link in my bio, and just port over from X to YouTube, and you can join in the chat. Okay, let's see. GMS says Becky Gundelfinger. I'll always say it like that, Becky. Hope you don't mind. Mark Flora, I'm up and about by 6:30. Yeah, man. Lance is a new father. Okay, so you're going to be up early. I'll only be here for a bit. Need to duck out and grab snacks before Super Bowl. Right, cool. So you are watching the Super Bowl. Nice. Becky says, hopefully cryptos aren't stressing Joe out today. They are not stressing me out whatsoever. Why? Because as I've mentioned for a bit, I'm out, man. I'm basically all out. I've got my dry powder parked in US dollars and I will put it anywhere. I'll put it anywhere. I will put it anywhere where I think it's going to have the most advantage. If that's back into crypto, great. If that turns out it's back all into silver or gold, the physical, good. If it turns out it's going into the mining stocks, okay. If it turns out it's a different sector, no problem. I'm just sitting back, doing a bit of research, watching, and then, yeah, I'll be back in with something. So no, they're not stressing me at all. GMS says, David Williams. Good to see you, David. Lance, I'm having a midday coffee on your behalf. Hope you and the family are getting some rest, man. Hope you're doing well. Morning, Joe, says Jason Ashworth. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. I love that we have that little thing where you go, morning, Joe, and I go, morning, Jason. Hoping we have a Tony update as well. Tony Peterson, chat mum, has been away for a few weeks. Might be going through some hard stuff. There's been flooding up in the top end of Australia, so yeah, we haven't heard anything. Repeat, any word from Miss Tony? No. Go Eagles, says Jason Ashworth. Okay, Jason, it's the Eagles and the Chiefs, is that right? Eagles and the Chiefs. Okay. They're two there's a theory that the name of the team can, or the name or the mascot of the team can predict the outcome. Okay, this is like if you believe we live in a simulation, you believe if the most entertaining outcome is the most likely, that kind of thing. Then you look at the two mascots of the two names. So you go, okay, Eagles. Okay, eagle, big majestic bird. Okay, cool. And if you say it was versus the 69ers, for example, you go, more likely maybe the Eagles. I don't know, for some reason. But if it's the Eagles versus the Chiefs, well, the Chiefs, okay, we know what that sort of connotation is. That's human versus eagle. Human's going to win every time. And it's the Chief, right? So probably I'm going to go with the Chiefs purely because of that. No other reason. I don't know the stats of what the Chiefs versus the Eagles are. I'm going to say the Chiefs are going to win because it's like rock, paper, scissors. Chief beats eagle, if that makes sense. Let's see. GMS Hazard, although I'm a Steelers fan myself. Oh, fair enough. No, I'm worried too about Tony. Yeah, really I really am. I don't want to bring the show down, but Tony, come on. Hope you're doing all right, and please let us know you're doing okay. Hi, Hazard, GMS Joe, Peter, Knackers, Mark, Lance, whoa, all of you listening in and busy for a bit. We'll get through the shout-outs and we'll get to the topics of the day. LAM, take care, mate. I love this. Look at all the people watching. Fantastic. Like and subscribe for the algorithm. Well, like for the algorithm and subscribe for me, please. And hit the big follow button on Twitter as well. X, sorry. Park your dry powder in... nice. Park your dry... I love that. What a beautiful setup. He sets them up, I knock them down. Park your wealth in Wealthstack, Joe. Haha, yes, the show is brought to you by Wealthstack, wealthstack.com, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. You may hear a little bit more about those people in some time in the show. I'm all... So, current slight talks I don't know if they'll pan out to get some kind of crypto platform on board. I've been reached out by a couple of people. Not sure yet if I'm really ready to go down that route, but yeah, maybe. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about. I'll do the silver show and tell, the silver show off second. So I think I'm going to reverse it today. I'm going to talk about the Bitcoin stuff and then we'll do the gold stuff. Yeah, cool, good. Is a Bitcoin strategic reserve actually a bad move for the Bitcoin price? I'm going to share an article right now. Let me share it with you, people. Of course, follow me on X, okay? I go live on X and on YouTube. I'm at about 3,400 followers right now. Yeah, looking fantastic. So make sure you follow me over there. You get much more than just this daily live show. Lots of other content, screenshots of prices, lots of just my thoughts, my daily thoughts, all that kind of stuff. A little bit politically spicy every now and then, but follow me over there. But here is the article. This was posted on news.bitcoin.com. Okay, so this is Arthur Hayes. Arthur Hayes warns of Bitcoin crash if US creates a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Okay, a US Bitcoin strategic reserve would be a ticking time bomb where it warns, goddamn, have your coffee, Joe, I already had it. Arthur Hayes predicting political manipulation, okay, market chaos and a government ready to dump BTC at will. Okay, let's read through this. Could he be right? Sure. Arthur Hayes now here's where it gives this is where it lends some credibility to it. Okay, Arthur Hayes, former CEO of crypto exchange BitMEX, all right, published an essay on February 5th where he critiques the idea that the US Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, BSR, and regulatory policies surrounding crypto under the Trump administration. He argues that many in the crypto industry mistakenly believe government intervention will benefit them, stating, quote, this is Arthur Hayes' quote, broadly speaking, many misguided crypto folks wish for the US government to print dollars and purchase Bitcoin as part of a national stockpile to enact regulatory moats around crypto businesses in which they have a financial interest, end quote. Haynes warns that government-controlled Bitcoin reserves would be subject to political whims, okay, rather than sound financial strategy. Fair point. He detailed, quote, let's assume that Trump is able to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve in the first place. The government buys 1 million Bitcoin, as suggested by one of the senators. Boom! The price goes nuts. Then the buying concludes and the up-only trend channel stops. Okay, he warned that the move would create short-term volatility. I could see that instead of long-term stability, and noted that a future administration, right, okay, this is a fair point, especially a Democrat-led one, might view Bitcoin reserves at interesting. Okay, this is why. So he noted a future administration, especially a Democrat-led one, might view Bitcoin reserves as a readily available source of liquidity. Okay. That's something I didn't think about. So the current right-leaning Republican crypto-focused people go, yeah, Bitcoin strategic reserve, we want this to be, this is going to be around forever. We want it to be, okay? And then when the next Democrat-led government gets in, whether that's in 4 years' time, 8 years' time, 100 years' time, which kind of looks like the way it's heading at the moment, might go, oh, great, we've got all this Bitcoin, bang, 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 sell, sell, sell. Okay, so it does, I can see how Arthur Hayes' point is potentially valid on this. The former BitMEX executive cautioned, quote, there are 1 million Bitcoin just sitting there, ready to be sold. It just takes a signature on a piece of paper. The market would rightly fear when and how these Bitcoin would be sold. Yeah, I could agree with that. Hayes expanded on this risk, explaining that political motivations would dictate the buying and selling of Bitcoin rather than economic strategy. Quote, what can be bought can be sold. Yes, the fundamental problem when a government stockpiles any asset is that they buy and sell the asset primarily for political and not financial gains. He wrote, dismissing the idea that US policymakers would view Bitcoin as anything more than a tool for appeasing their base. Great point. Instead of enhancing Bitcoin's role as a decentralized asset, he argues government involvement would create uncertainty and potentially cap enthusiasm in the market. That's a great point. Instead of government stockpiling, Hayes proposes an alternative strategy in which the US Treasury gradually integrates Bitcoin into the financial system by using it as a reserve asset. Oh, I see, rather than holding it outright. He suggests a progressive devaluation of the dollar against Bitcoin. That's an interesting point, ensuring that the asset's value increases while maintaining dollar supremacy in trade. Ooh. Hayes also advocates for a legal framework that protects Bitcoin Hayes also advocates a legal framework that protects Bitcoin as a form of speech. Okay. Ensuring that miners and blockchain participants can operate without government interference. I don't see how it's a form of speech, but sure. Despite Trump's apparent friendliness towards crypto, Hayes remains skeptical of meaningful policy changes predicting a potential retrace of Bitcoin to the 77. Yeah, okay, sure. Unless the Fed, Reserve, or the US Treasury enacts monetary stimulus or favorable legislation. Yeah, 70 to 75K range is, very possible, regardless of who was going to be in power in the first place. He urges crypto holders to take an active role in shaping policy rather than passively expecting politicians to act in their favor, blah, 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 in the interest of maintaining centralized control. That's a very fair article. So I love having my mind opened up by stuff like this. So Arthur Hayes, thank you for that. And that's really something to think about. I see the point, and I'll come back to here. Let me get your comments on that if you have any comments to share. Here are my quick comments. First look at it. Good point. Very good point. Particularly about the, it's a right-leaning government. They're pro-crypto. But what happens when the next left-leaning government comes in, which will be eventually, it will happen eventually again. 4 years, 8 years, 32 years, I don't know, but it will. And do they go, Bitcoin's now up to $1 million and something dollars, and we've just been holding it. Thanks very much. Now, having said that, I guess purely on that, it does depend on when the next Democrat-led government would come in. Obviously, people right-leaning don't want that to ever happen again. But also just purely in the terms of Bitcoin price, well, the longer it takes to happen, the better for Bitcoin, I guess, because, hey, if we go through 8 years, if we get, say, for example, who knows, right? If we get we have a second Trump term, then if in the next 4 years after that, it's say like a JD Vance or someone like that, that's another 4 years. So that would give Bitcoin some time to go from where it is now to, way higher than then. Okay, well, but it would create... it does create some instability. It does create some stress of who's going to win next time? What are they going to do? Are they going to sell the Bitcoin reserve? Are they going to do this? So there's nothing enshrined to say, the Bitcoin can never be sold, for example, because why would they do that? So that's a very fair point. So any comments on that before we get to... we'll do some Bitcoin and crypto analysis, then we'll do gold and silver and precious metals analysis. Then I'm going to show you to end it off today, I'll show you my little shiny silver show-off. Once again, hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. You get a warm and fuzzy feeling when you do. Comments on this or comments on anything? Let's see. Mark Florida says, well, we here in the US have seen what happens to our strategic petroleum reserve. Up and down, based purely political reasons. Yep, that's a great point, Mark. So yeah, I can really see Arthur Hayes' point on that. If it's mirroring the strategic petroleum reserve. That's a great point. Let's see. Other quick comments. Any more comments on that? I'll just quickly read your other comments before we get to some other stuff of the day. You're in Colorado. Oh, you're in Colorado. Good on you. Becky, thanks. Welcome to the chat group. The last name originates from Gundelfingen. Close enough for jazz. In Germany. Love the Germans. Glad to be here. I often listen while working and chat when I listen from home. Kelly Kemp. Mate. Old school. Kelly Kemp, I've known for a long time. Kelly Kemp. I've served Kelly Kemp a bunch of different times over the years, over the phone, email. I think I've seen you in person. I've met you in person as well, Kelly, I'm pretty sure as well. Good to see you on the channel, my friend. Long-term stacker, Mr. Kelly Kemp is. Great to see you, my friend. Let's see. Cool. Let's go to some quick, because we talked about Bitcoin just then, I'm going to reverse it. Normally I would do precious metals, etc., but I'll do quick Bitcoin and crypto analysis for you. As you know, I am basically all out of crypto at the moment, okay? I am not in until certain criteria have been met. What is that criteria for me? Well, if we're talking Bitcoin, we're talking at, bare minimum, it's got to cross. This is Bitcoin, by the way, on the daily time frame, price in US dollars, 95,870. It's at least got to cross 101,000, okay? Must close above here. And I mean close, not spike. And it's got to close on the weekly, okay? Because again, you can have a weekly spike up to a brand new all-time high in Bitcoin. Woo, woo, everyone's going, oots, 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 right? Party time in, like a, German nightclub style. And then it goes, yeah, no thanks. And then it closes way below, even below, another key Fibonacci, right? So yeah, means nothing. Spikes mean SHIT. Okay, it's all about where you close at. So it's at least got to close a week above 101 to give any kind of confidence. And my final hurdle is at $104,200 based on the Bitstamp exchange price. Okay, might be a little bit different. 104, 105,000 roughly. Got to start closing a week. Again, not a spike. That was a spike. Nope, spike, close below. Means nothing, okay? Got to close a week above it. So for the moment, and again, many people are suggesting, well, this is just some chop. And then eventually we will do that. Great. When it does that, I will consider getting back in. No chance right now. At the moment on the daily, we have now finally, we are, we have an hour and 3 minutes until the beginning of a new day. Okay. So we are below the 96,400 area, which is the key Fibonacci, the 0.382 Fibonacci from this high and this recent low. Okay, I'm remaining with that as my fib levels to look at. By the way, let me just quickly say, I am not a professional trader, and neither are you. Okay, and don't take anything I say as financial advice, all that kind of stuff. And there are people way better than me at this. Like, for example, let me give you a quick plug. I'll do it quick. Oh, shoot. I didn't even share the screen. Sorry. Well, let me go. I'll share the screen. Sorry, I didn't share the screen. Let me quickly tell you. What special guest do I have coming on Thursday? This Thursday coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'll mention it today. I'll mention it tomorrow. I'll set the live show for Thursday really early. Okay, like maybe today or tomorrow. We have a special guest joining us, ASX Trader. Will be joining me on the Good Morning Stackers show live at 9:30 a.m. on Thursday morning. ASX Trader, who has the wonderful Mastering the Markets course, of which I'm actually thinking of doing next year. Amazing YouTube channel, about 20-something thousand subscribers, is one of the best, most predictive TA people that I've ever seen, okay? And has 30,000 followers on Facebook and he's up there. We had a little bit of a chat, and he's going to join us on the show. So that's going to be fantastic. And I will, you'll get your questions for him. We'll do some live look at charts. I'm going to get him to challenge me in terms of, hey, and this is why I was talking about this just quickly, these Fibonacci levels, whatever this, and, this, am I doing things kind of okay? What's good about what I do and what's not good about what I do? Because I want to learn more. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. I am not. I am an amateur, total amateur. But someone like, there, now I'm finally sharing the screen, someone like ASX Trader is an absolute pro, and he's going to be joining us on the show on Thursday. But anyway, as I was saying, got to close above 101. This is what I see, right? Bare minimum close a week above 101,000, preferably above 104,000 to signal, final hurdle for new all-time highs. That's pretty obvious, okay? You probably don't need an ASX Trader to come in and go, oh, really? It's very obvious, right? But right here, the 0.382 is at 96,400. It's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look how close it's got. 7 days in a row where it's spiked down but closed above 96,400. Now it looks like it, unless it closes very quickly, and that's a big candle. Okay, you've got an hour left. Look, you could spike up to, you actually really could do it. In the next hour, you could spike above 96,486. Okay, call it 96,500. You could close the day at 96,500. If it does not, though, It's the first time for quite a while that you've closed any day below 96,400. Although, what do I say? It's really not about the daily spikes. It's about the weeklies. Okay? Oh, the problem is, here's your problem. In the next 59 minutes, we are going to tick over not only to a new day, but a brand new week. So Bitcoin really wants to close there in the next 59 minutes. Otherwise, we're going to have a close below 96,500 roughly. That's not great. Okay, you preferably want to stay above there. Okay, so again, Bitcoin is in no man's land for me. I am not trading at all. I'm staying way out of the market. If it starts closing weeks below here, let's close any week below about 93,600, 93,500, not good. You've had, as I said, you've had these spikes down, but you close below that trend line, close below there. That's not good, probably heading down further. And that's why, like as Arthur Hayes said, your $70,000 to $75,000 range, that's still really doable, okay? And actually a lot of people would say, well, look, that's just a bit of a shakeout, okay? That's actually kind of par for course. You have a big breakout, come back and retest it, and many people with Bitcoin will be saying, oh, that's the low now, that's the low, okay? I wouldn't be so sure there, okay? I'd be listening to other people much better than me, such as ASX Trader, for example. That is Bitcoin in a trading range. I'm not going to say definitely going up from here, definitely going lower from here. That's just, and I'm out. I'm out at the moment, basically out. So if I say that's true for Bitcoin, it's also true for altcoins. Here's the altcoin market. Others, which is everything excluding the top 10. Same thing. Not a lot to say. Look, a big spike on the weekly. So we do like the big spikes. I can say, look, sellers were in control of the market. That was last week where we had that big liquidity grab event where we went all the way back down through 230 billion, which was my line in the sand, which we crossed, but we spiked below. So that's a positive, okay? Positive sign. We spiked below. It may have just grabbed a bunch of liquidity. Everyone went, yes, please, and they've sucked it up, bought it all up, right? And but again, not out of the woods, just in no man's land. Got to see it clear at least 330 billion and close a week above that. And then if you start creeping down, it's absolute doom, death knell time if you do that. I don't know why I had it not on the spike. Something like that. You cross below here. Really bad. Now, on the relative strength index on the weekly time frame, we are currently trending down. We have also broken. We've broken this. Excuse me. That's a there. Okay. I'm not saying it's all over for alts, right? Not at all. But it's broken there. Okay. So that's one. And can you call it this one if you want? Can you call it there? Yeah, maybe watch out for... Yeah, we haven't broken there yet. Okay. Again, many people, and one of the two groups is going to be right. Okay, obviously. So I expect either one to go, ha ha, see, I told you. Why would you, if Bitcoin just has if altcoins and Bitcoin just have a massive, like, huge weekly candle, like a god candle, and like this next week, for example, I'm not saying it's doing it, but if it did and it starts closing above, 330 billion, closing above this downtrend line, there'll be so many people going, ha, see, you should have bought. I told you it was happening. Yeah, you got lucky. Just exactly like people who go, see, I told you it broke this level. We're just going down from here. Yeah, you got lucky. I'm not playing that game, okay? I am just waiting with my dry powder to see what happens, and I may be getting into some other things, which I will be talking to ASX Trader about specifically. So if you have any chart requests for ASX Trader, make sure you join in on Thursday, because that's going to be a fun show. Anyway, that's where I am with alts, and there's no point me looking at other specific things at this point, I don't think. Yeah, that's where we are. No man's land. Let's see. I'll read some more of your comments, but of course, before we get to the gold and silver stuff, buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, the greatest bullion dealer in all of the land. I really need them. I really want them. Need them. Who am I? I would love if they slowed down that slideshow, though. It's really slow, and I can't see a way to pause it. If I could pause it, that would be good. So here's a little... Oh, hang on. Is that it? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, if I hold on to it. Okay, there you go. You can do it. Guaranteed best prices with their price match promise. Find a product cheaper. Find a product here cheaper at a competitor and we'll match it. And T's and C's apply. Yep, so they price match. Any major bullion dealer in Australia, if you find something that's cheaper on their website than on the Perth Bullion Exchange website, just tell Perth Bullion Exchange and they'll match the price. And don't forget, you get free shipping. Let's see if they've got their free shipping thing. All the Google reviews are looking fantastic. Yeah, they need to put their free shipping thing back. There you go. Australia's first and only dealer to offer free shipping when you buy 20 or more items. Okay, have 20 more items in your shopping cart. So they'll price match the competitor, and they'll give you free shipping if you buy 20 or more. Come on, and it's a mix and match of things. You don't have to buy 20 of one thing, one of this, two of that, three of that. You could price match 20 different things, and then they'll match that price, and then you buy one of each, because you bought 20 or more items, you also get free shipping. Come on, bro. Tell me why Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au is not the greatest bullion dealer in all of Australia right now. I challenge you to tell me why not. Okay? And that's them. And of course, if you love the luxury of an unallocated gold program, it is a luxury to be able to buy gold for spot plus 1%, no matter whether you're buying $1 million of gold or $10 of gold, okay? They don't sting you higher premiums to buy in smaller amounts. It's one of the best ways to save and invest in real physical gold, okay? Now, you're not holding it in your hands. It's not in your safe. You're not burying it in the backyard. It is held in storage under your name. You do own it. It is technically under your name, okay? It's held by one of the top 5 gold wholesalers and distributors and storage facilities in the entire world. They are LBMA registered, so it's all in the up and up. Wealthstack.com, even though it's .com, not .com.au, Wealthstack.com is an Australian-owned, Australian-operated, Australian-regulated company. Now, anyone can buy, as far as I'm aware, not just Aussies. But go to Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. And what is it? I don't have my phone on me. It's a phone app, mainly. You can join the desktop version. Fine. It's actually mainly a phone app. Download it for Android or iPhone. This is what it looks like. That's the CEO, David Ski. I did an interview with David a few months ago on the channel. Go check that out. Wealthstack. This is the name of it, one word. That's the logo on the iPhone, on the App Store and Google Play, okay? And that's the user interface. It's very user intuitive. It's highly secure. You've got to add your ID and go through all verification procedures and all that. I do know a bunch of my GMS family members have a Wealthstack account already, okay? You've got some Wealthstack gold. And I would highly recommend that if it's not for you because you're if you don't hold it, you don't own it guy, that's cool. I love those people. But send this to your friends and family who you've been trying to wake up into precious metals. This is the perfect gateway drug for them, just to get their feet wet, get them a little bit pregnant, and then you sting them later on with the, here's the physical gold coin and thing. And what's coming, okay? Speaking of physical, in the roadmap for Wealthstack are physical gold redemptions. Physical gold redemptions are coming. Now, silver is coming on the roadmap. A debit card is on the roadmap as well. They're just, getting their, crossing their T's, dotting their I's for all that other stuff. It is on the roadmap, okay? So go to Wealthstack, wealthstack.com, bottom left-hand corner, click on the frequently asked questions page, read the FAQs, and you'll be very impressed, okay? Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Comments, and then we'll get into gold, silver, platinum analysis, and then we shall show you my beautiful shiny silver show off for today. Let's see. I agree. Naka says about the show, it's a good supportive group and there is always something to learn from others. I totally agree about this show. I agree with all the Stacker live chats. This is the only one I personally participate in. Great. Thanks. Well, here we saw that one. Yep, cool. Nice one. Welcome, Kelly. Yes. Gerald Draper is in the house. Good to see you. About altcoins, waiting to pull the trigger as alts are screaming, please buy me. Yes, they're screaming it. They're not screaming loud enough for me. Big sale getting bigger as a shakeout of vaporware. Yeah, it might be very, very true. Yes. I've just got to wait for those confirmations. Yeah. Knackers and others smart money stackers. Knackers and others smart money stackers. Super Bowl coming on live shortly. Okay, if a Super Bowl's coming on live shortly, we'll get out of here. The Super Bowl is always entertaining, Gerald. Yes. 3 months seems a bit too low, but alas, the Australian government people do not consult with me. I didn't catch up on that. Sorry. Almost all our fuel comes in as finished product from Singapore. Interesting. The refineries have been shut down and turned into tank farms. Ooh, okay. Knackers wants to know, what is silver at the moment in Australian dollars? We will look at that. It's, well, thanks, $50.88. Not too bad. All right, speaking of, let's do live gold, silver, platinum analysis, and I'm going to show you some shiny silver show and tell from me. Okay, I'm going to share the screen. We have 75 people watching. Fantastic. Good to see all of you watching. That is absolutely amazing. If you are a long-time watcher and you haven't participated in the chat, participate in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, just say hello. I'll give you a shout out. And if you are watching on X, and you want to participate in the chat, just port over to the YouTube channel by going to my X account and clicking on the YouTube link in the bio. All right, people. Here is gold on the weekly time frame, price in US dollars, 2,862. And technically, we have now opened the week. So the gold is opened for the week. Bitcoin and crypto haven't ticked over. They're always open, but they haven't ticked over for the week. So here we are. I have been saying on the weekly just to watch out for a potential, and it's only potential at this stage, a potential bearish divergence pattern playing out. Where, and it hasn't happened. We haven't done it. Well, actually, we did close the week, but it's not really at the absolute peak yet. For example, where we are moving up in price, okay, on the fiat dollar price, but we're currently trending down on the relative strength index. Now, we got room to move before it confirms its, kind of peaky area. Okay, so technically you could spend another few weeks, and this is why, moving up, and that's why I've said, somewhere between here, right around about now, is 2,900 and 3,200 US dollars, I think will be the next major stop. Now, major doesn't mean all over, it just means, short-term stop along the way, because, people take some profits here, and people bought back in here. People take this run, and then they take some profits, and go, hey, guess what? Price goes up and down. So I think it's a large range, I know, okay? So I'm not going to claim, oh, it was so cool, look at me. It's a $300 range. I get it, right? But it would be somewhere here. So what could happen is, you could creep up here on the relative strength index and go into extremely overvalued or oversold. And then this does end up being a matching move where you do see higher in fiat and a higher trend in the relative strength index. But so far, might be forming a slight bearish divergence, which means the steam might be running out. That's why this could be the little short-term toppy area before we come back and test, a major support level. I'm going to go with that is my personal opinion, okay? Could be wrong. Anyone else could disagree. ASX trader who we speak to on Thursday live, I'll show him the gold price and he might go, yeah, nah, it's probably got a little bit more to go than that. I don't know. Let's find out. But that's mine. Feeling a little short-term, getting to short-term toppy here on gold, okay? $2,900 to $3,200, roughly, again, a wide range. I get it. Watch out for the psychological value of $3,000, though, which would be the mid-range point. Cool. Yeah, that's my opinion on gold. Of course, gold is going through a massive run. We're talking, 10,000 US dollar gold, pretty much easy. On the daily time frame, what I see, tell me what I see. Well, you got a couple of big spikes there. I don't like that move, okay? So that would actually tell me more likely in the next couple of days. And I was wrong last week, remember? I said the first couple of days of last week, I said could be, downward days, and we actually saw a big move up, okay? I would say with these two spikes like that, I'd say today is not going to be a green day. Today will probably be a red day, maybe the next day. But yeah, you could come back and test, and we haven't had it really. Watch out for a test of the previous all-time high. That's at 27.90. Okay, so it's not even a $100 move. Okay, so that's down to there. Just watch for that potentially over the next week or so. I'm not saying it's going to happen, right? But just that's the little support level you'd want to see hold. We're in extremely overvalued on the daily. Again, that spike there, Okay, big spike, but it did close, but it was a big spike. Okay, and then we closed below there. So on balance of probability, I'm going to say in the next couple of days might be red days. Now I said that last week. Whatever, I'm just spitballing. I'm not a professional. Okay, yeah. So that's gold, but looking great over the absolute long term, as you know, just looking fantastic. That's the monthly time frame for gold. Geez, it looks good. Now when I pull it back onto the monthly time frame, it's just looking absolutely, fantastic. We're going for gold as such. So, you could certainly see March, April, creep up into this general area here. But yeah, at some point around here, we will have a retest, and you'd be wanting that $2,800 level preferably to remain a support, but please no lower than the mother of all trend lines, as you know, which goes all the way back to 1980, the world's longest trend line, okay? It's not the world's longest, but it's a pretty darn long one, 1980, okay? Mother of all trend lines. We are above it right now, very bullish for gold. Cool, but a no lower than there, please. Have a little spike down, that's fine. Let's test that and close above that $2,800 level. So good for gold over the next few months. Anyway, that's gold. Let's take a look at silver. Silver is at $31.70 US cents. We have failed so far to break and close above the final hurdle of $32.50. Yeah, cool. The more times you knock on the door, the more likely it is to be taken out. Okay, so that's really all you need to know. It's hovering between 31 US dollars, what are the key Fibonacci levels, and $32.50. So that's it. So, hey, let's see that. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Hey, what would that be? That would be kind of like a little mini cup and handle right there, wouldn't you say? Cup, handle. That would be good. So let's do that. Let's go down to $31 and let's test $31 and let's do that. That would be a perfect setup for a little, cup and handle. And that's not the cup and handle as well. That's also the potential, inverse head and shoulders that we've been talking about as well, isn't it? So right here, shoulder, head. Now the question here becomes, does coming down to here, is that low enough to say that's formed the right shoulder? I don't know, but if this is invalidated, but would still be in play, that little cup and handle there. So I think that's just positive no matter what. Come down to here, and then finally that I think would be the break of $32.50. Once we get the break and the hold of $32.50, it is go time for higher prices for silver, as you know. For anyone watching who is not familiar with the silver price, it is the longest cup and handle formation in human history, 45 years in the making. That's the cup, that's the handle. This is on the 6 monthly time frame. It's not even an extremely overvalued yet or oversold on the 6 monthly time frame. You have got a lot of room to go for silver. Triple digits easy in the next number of years. No problem whatsoever. Okay, my crypto people, play this next crypto run if it's going to happen. Put a portion of your crypto winnings into silver specifically. Gold, yes, silver as well. And of course, we will take a look at platinum. Just got to close that at least a weekly time frame above $32.50 in order to say go. Okay, that is silver. Platinum. Speaking of highly undervalued, platinum is highly undervalued. It has been consolidating at sort of the top end of the downtrend line right here, this major one, this symmetrical triangle pattern here. This goes all the way back to 2008. There's the low in the 1999 roughly. There's the COVID spike. So forms that symmetrical triangle right there. Cool. And we're hovering in the top half. That's good news. And we've been, as you can see on the 6 monthly time frame, what's that? What's a level? Interestingly, hey? What's a level that it's been acted as support, and also we've tested it, but we haven't broken through? It's that $1,115 level. Okay, that's the Fibonacci. It's the 0.236 from the old high of $2,300 US, and the old low $750 US. As you know, I do not include the COVID spike down to there. That's just me. I could be wrong on that. Should I be doing the following? Maybe. It doesn't line up for me. So no, I use that, and because it was a black swan event that you couldn't see coming, if it hadn't have happened, then this would have remained as support. Okay, so that's why I keep it there. And where's it's been testing 1,115, closed a 6 monthly time frame below it, had a spike all the way up to, the next Fibonacci level of 1,340 US dollars. It was a spike, closed the 6 monthly time frame below the 1,115. Spike, closed below. Spike, closed below. Didn't even make it. Spike, closed below. And now we're just starting to test it again. So that's the final hurdle for me. As you know, clear any month. And obviously, month is good. Hey, I'll give even precedence to a 6 month time frame. If you can close, well, the longer the time frame, even better. If you can close the first half of 2025 at, well, I'd say above, not at, but close it around about there. Holy crap, that is good for platinum. Okay, then I'd be saying bull, 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 go, go, go time. Cool. Anyway, that is platinum on the longer term. But on the shorter term, we're just still within the range. We made a play for breaking out through here. Didn't make it at the last death knell, at the last second, right? It had a midnight reprise and it went back down. So we're still within the range, okay? And I am in the cautiously optimistic zone for the moment. I think it is. Is that the cautiously optimistic? No, it's my depressed zone. Give me 1 second. Trend line. Yeah, no, cautiously optimistic, cautiously excited zone. So we're cautiously optimistic for the moment so far. That's all you really need to know. $970 US. It just has to break here. Okay. And but my point was we are getting very close now to the apex of this triangle right here. It will make its decision either way by the end of this quarter. So by the end of March, it will have made its decision whether it's going to shrumph or shrumph. Okay. So I just need to see it do that, as we've said. Cool. Otherwise, dunk. Always got to watch out for a liquidity grab, and then it fakes you out and does that. Sure, could happen, but preferably let's just do that to give us the ultimate confidence. That is platinum, and as you know, it's highly undervalued against gold and silver right now, and basically never been lower. So when gold and silver start moving, platinum still lag, but at some point it will catch up. Okay, platinum highly undervalued at the moment. Those are my signals for that. Cool. AUD to USD, and I will take a look at silver in Australian dollars because you did ask. Australian dollars to the US dollar, nothing signaling it's reversing completely. I did say watch out for around about 65.5 US cents, which we could be finding as a resistance level. If we did start creeping above 65.5, we get back into the symmetrical triangle pattern area, then that's a potential. Okay, but until we do that, we could do this and then just okay. It is still bearish at the moment. Cool. Let's take a look at silver in Australian dollars because someone did ask. Here's silver in Australian dollars, $50.80 Australian cents. $50 in Australia, $50.80 Australian. Cool. We are at basically, we hit new all-time highs. This is on the monthly time frame. In October, we hit a brand new all-time high in silver. Okay, so Americans are going, what? What do you mean all-time high? When there haven't been an all-time high for silver in American dollars yet. We haven't broken $50 since 1980. We haven't broken $50. Yeah, but again, the Australian dollar and a lot of foreign currencies, all foreign currencies, are losing. They're weakening against the US dollar. So we're seeing all-time highs in gold for foreign currencies, including the Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, pick a foreign currency, right? So all-time high in silver, okay? And it's looking very good, okay? Again, silver's looking great on USD. It's looking even better in Australian dollars as well. Broke out of that trend line, basically, broke out there, retest, and just onwards and upwards we go. The first areas I would suggest people look at is the 1.618 Fibonacci. That's at $64 US. And I think I was basing that on, it won't be that one. Oh no, it was that one. It was there and there, I think it was. Yeah, it's $64.65 US. So it was the 1.618 from this high and this low. So from the high of 2011 and the low of 2014. So 64, just watch out for a little area there. Again, in Australian dollars, and watch out for this range here. Now, I may need to adjust this $50 USD equivalent. And this was at $75 US, USD to AUD. Okay. $50. I've got to adjust it. So now $50 in USD is now around about $80 in Australian terms. Okay, so now I have to move that. So that's around about, we're going to call it 80 even. Let's just call it 80 even. About there. So that's now raised. So that's the other area. So the $50 previous all-time high, you'll probably see some resistance there in US dollars. So then you'll find some resistance at around about 80 Australian dollars, assuming that the US dollar to Australian dollar rate is around about the same. Of course, it might not be because, it changes. It goes up and down every single minute pretty much. Cool. And then, of course, you've got just a pure psychological Australian dollar value, okay, of $100. So those are the next major areas for me. So watch out for 65, watch out for 80, and watch out for the Australian dollar price. Cool. That is the Australian dollar in silver, and it is, still moving up and hasn't gone into extremely overvalued on the monthly time frame. And this is the 6 monthly time frame, just to give you an outlook. We've got so much room to move after such a large consolidation period between 2011 and 2014. We finally broke up. You've got a long ways to go. So you can at least, bare minimum, getting in now-ish in a couple of years' time, you can double your money. Couple of years, no problem. $100 Australian silver, yes, easy. I think triple-digit US dollar silver is easy in the next few years. Yeah, it's coming, guys. So that's pretty much a sure bet. Black swan events, market manipulation, asteroid hitting the Earth, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I get it. But that's looking very good for silver in Australian dollars too. Speaking of silver, let's do a shiny silver show off. Okay, I'm just going to share you something from my collection. Okay, haven't done it for a while. I used to do silver show and tell. If you have your own silver or gold precious metals show and tell, send me an email at gmstackers@gmail.com. gmstackers@gmail.com. Send me a picture of something that your favorite piece from your stack, and I'll talk about it. You can give me a little info. You can remain anonymous. I'll just give your handle name or whatever. Or if you want to send me a picture of your entire stack or something you found at your local coin shop recently or something you just bought that you find interesting, I want to know about it because I want to share it with our wonderful GMS family. gmstackers@gmail.com. But here's one. I don't think I've shared this one before. I've certainly shared silver shield stuff before, but this is one of my favorites right here. So ready? This is going to be my thumbnail as well, maybe. Oh, have I got it in the right? Yeah, I do. Okay. Let me fix that. Give me one second. Ready? Oh, you prick. All right, here we go. It is the beautiful 2012 Silver Bullet Silver Shield. Let me get up close. The Silver Bullet Silver Shield. Keep calm and slave on. Come on, where are we? Get in there. Right there. Look at that. Keep calm and slave on. In the most beautiful mirror finish. That is just absolute mirror finish right there. This is, again, from the Silver Bullet Silver Shield range. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is from Chris Dwayne. Chris Dwayne has been a silver stacker for a very long time. Pro silver all the way. Chris Dwayne created the Silver Bullet Silver Shield range of silver, which then became the Silver Shield range at some point. There was a large kerfuffle with a couple of people and, a whole sort of, what's the word? Yeah, kerfuffle. Anyway, so I changed the name from Silver Bullet Silver Shield to Silver Shield, but this is from the original series from 2012. So this is the proof-like version. I'll pop her out. It's just beautiful. And it's based on the, obviously, keep calm and carry on, but it's keep calm and slave on, okay? I can, right here. And I'll show you the certificate of authenticity as well. So I bought this in 2012 at the time, okay? It's never left its thing. So this is the one side, okay? So it's a skeleton with, basically a skeleton portrait of good old Queenie when she was around, Queen Elizabeth II. In a skull, and it was just what a great idea for a design. And the sculptress Heidi Wasweed was the artist who did this. Come on, there you go. Look at that. It is just one of the best pieces in my collection. I think it's so beautiful. Keep calm and slave on. Right there. Look at the intricate detail. So Heidi Wasweed is a sculptress. She created a giant mold for this. What do you call it? A big sculpture. Which got turned into the die, obviously. It's just beautiful. And here's the reverse. And this was back then the silver bullet, silver shield insignia and logo. And look at the detail, again, by Heidi Wasweed on the other side. You've got like 47, I think it's exactly 47 silver bullets right there, literally. It kind of looks like, this is before Game of Thrones. It looks like the Game of Thrones throne, doesn't it? 2012 at the top. You can see right at the top there, a conscious solution. And on the bottom, you can see to collectivist problems. A conscious solution to collectivist problems, silver bullet, silver shield. And right here, which is something that I have adopted very much on the, I'll show you right here. There's so much messaging in this and I love it. Right here, it says, listen to all, follow none. And right in the middle, you've got all your details. Your 9999, fine silver, 1 ounce, AOCS approved, which was the, I don't remember, the American something coin something thing. Don't remember that. So just beautiful. I think I have a little bit of, after 12 years, there might be a little bit of toning or milk spotting on the inside of that. So it's just a beautiful coin. I'll show you the certificate of authenticity as well. Quite lovely. That's nice. Certificate of authenticity. 2012 slave queen, 1 troy ounce silver proof medallion. Oh yeah, the American Open Currency Standard approved. Sure. There's Chris Dwayne and Rob Gray was the from the Mulligan Mint was the mint that did, and there was a bit of a kerfuffle between them. So only 2012 made in total. I have one of them, and there's only 2012 in existence ever. It is very cool indeed. And Chris Dwayne, very quickly, Chris Dwayne is one of the OG silver stackers. Created the Silver Bullet Silver Shield range. Also created the Sons of Liberty Academy, which was 48 hours of PowerPoint presentation, basically going through how the world works, how money really works, and did it all before basically everyone else. Okay, was the real OG, and he's still around as well, doing his thing. And I was a member of his Silver Shield group. I introduced when I worked for Goldstackers, which was the first gold bullion dealership that I worked for. I introduced Goldstackers to Chris. And then Goldstackers started buying in the Silver Shield range of, bullion coins and the more proof-like stuff. And yeah, and now Chris is still, pumping out silver coins and doing a great job at it. And I'd love to talk to Chris on the channel as well. I think I might reach out to Chris, see if he wants to join. These days, I don't think he does much press, and I don't think he wants to, but I'll reach out and see if he wants to join. So that is the Silver Shield Slave Queen from 2012. And if Tony Peterson was watching right now, she'd think that was very, very cool. She's big into the Silver Shield range. We want to know where Tony is. Final comments and we get out of here. G and S. Oh, gold and silver 90. Let's say G. One of you at the gold and silver ratio 90 at the breaking point. Sorry, yes, 90 gold and silver ratio. I'm about 3 minutes behind the stream. Slingshot move after cup and handle breakouts. Yes, that's right, in terms of that silver up to $32.50. Yep. Same, it will pop. Now, I do agree. Trump apparently wants a weaker US dollar to increase US exports. Will reflect a lower spot price in Australian dollars on metals. So yeah, so if he wants a weaker US dollar, that means the Australian dollar would continue to strengthen against it, which yes would mean lower prices in Australian dollars for precious metals. So precious metals could be going up, in US dollar terms, but they might not be going up as quickly in Australian dollar terms, or could even be staying stagnant depending on how weak the US dollar is becoming to other foreign currencies. God, it's all a mouthful, isn't it? But better, yes, see, this is the thing. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but better for commerce. Yes, exactly right. Wow, says Caroline about the coin. Absolutely, looks fantastic. Very cool, Joe. Where did you buy it? I bought it directly from Chris Dwayne. So I bought it directly as part of the Silver Shield group. Okay, so when I was a member, and I think I might still technically be a member as far as I'm concerned. I could be wrong on that. So I bought it directly from Chris, basically. And I would have come through the Mulligan Mint at the time, but yeah, I bought it through Chris Dwayne and the Silver Shield group. Final comments, and then we shall get out of here. I'm going to quickly check Prices. You won't see the screen here. Has it done anything? No, we've got 34. Yeah, hasn't done much. Yep, nope. Okay, I was just checking Bitcoin and gold and whatnot. Anything interesting I need to share? Okay, gold is... Oh, okay. Gold is moving higher for the day so far. Yeah, nothing to share. Okay, my people. That's it. You have been watching Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, for Monday, the 10th of February, 2025, start of the week. And we're at the hour point. I'm going to get out of here. You've got things to do. I've got things to do. Hit me up with an email, gmstackers@gmail.com, if you would like me to help you launch and grow on social media, just like I've built many communities before. I will help you get way more customers than you currently have. It's what I'm very good at. I will charge you money for it. I will teach you the skills of how to create consistently engaging content, and you're on your way. You're one and done, people. But I will charge you money for it. Why? Dirty, greedy capitalist that I am. And send me an email for any other reason. Finally, my funky people, I will mute that. I will turn that down, and we shall dance it out. Make sure you hit the big red subscribe button on YouTube to follow me for everything that I do, and follow me on X as well at It's Joe Main. Let's dance it out, people. Grab your tasty beverages. This has been
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do the
Synchronized.
3,
Slurp.
2,
Now we're on the move.
1. Slurp it.
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah.
Great to see you, people. I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget ASX Trader coming on Thursday. It's going to be so cool. Stay safe, stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. Yeah. See you tomorrow.